Howdy folks. Well, some of you may remember this. This is the B&I gem maker that I featured in a separate video that I was looking for help and information on this. Right off the bat, Steve Holt, or Holtzen, I apologize, I should have written your last name down. You left a comment on that video with the PDF, a link to a PDF for the manual for this, and I was in the middle of thanking you profusely and that disappeared. Your comment disappeared and the link disappeared. Could you please look on my About page for my email address and email that to me? I would be most appreciative. Thank you very much. Please, 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 oh please. Anyway, back to the apparatus at hand. So, been playing around a little bit, did some research, did some checking, got online, spent some money. I have a box from High Tech Diamond Lapidary with 8-inch doodads of various gritness, diamond laps and whatnot, for this to turn it into a flat lap. Before we do that though, I want to see if this thing will cut a rock. Honestly, this mechanism, it's both elegantly simple and rednecky in its gravity fedness, and I just kind of like it. So I have placed in there what I believe I believe these are called mudstones, this layered soft rock, because hey, I have no idea what shape this blade's in, and I'm going easy on myself for my first try. I had to get a new belt for it because the old one had taken a set, and when these things were originally put together, I believe what you got was this, and they said go to Sears or Monkey Ward's or someplace like that, buy an electric motor with a gravity thing like this and a piece of plywood. So I don't even know for sure if this is set up correctly. It seems to be running now, although I have it set on the top pulley, which is the bigger one. There's 4 steps down. The bottom one's the smallest. Well, with this length belt, which is supposed to be the right length, the motor is down hard on the plywood. It runs, but it's very disturbing looking because there's a lot of slack on this part. It just kind of perpetually keeps looping around. I had it running for a few minutes like that. I'm like, well, anytime it's going to pop off, and it didn't. So, but anyway, I've got it set on the higher one, which runs a little more. It's got a lot more weight holding it. So I really just wanted to try this. I have no idea whether this is going to work, but I thought I'd bring you guys along for the fun. So this is going to be god-awful loud. So I assume as soon as the rock makes contact, Miss Heather will shut the volume down and probably speed it up too. So let me get set here and I'll be right back with you. I have no idea how much water I should be using, so hopefully that's enough. Now we gently take our weights and feed them over the pulley here, and let's see what the heck happens. Hopefully rock cutting. Oopsie. That water went through a lot quicker than I thought it would. Wow, look at that, it did it. See what kind of result we got. Fascinating piece of machinery, I tell you. It kind of lodged under there too. I did a pretty, well, I say a pretty nice cut. It's the first rock I've ever cut with any apparatus whatsoever, so unfortunately the inside is not, well, it's cool looking, but it looks like it loses a lot of color from the outside in. It's still neat though, and it did leave a little bit of a saw tit there, but I don't know, it feels pretty smooth overall. Let me get this other piece out and I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back, and I'm kind of an idiot. I set this timer and then I forgot to shut it off when the rock finished. I want to say it was close to about 6 minutes, but, and again, this is, if this is actually mudstone, and see, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'll be just brutally honest with you. I've got this thing set, it may be set at the wrong speed. I didn't really want to get too forcey with it. I tried kind of pulling a little bit just to see if it would speed it up, and it did, but it kind of started to make the saw sound not so great. So I quit. I had 3 of the 4 weights on there, but you can see the outside of this thing. That's why I think it's a mudstone, because of all the layers and the color and the fact that some of the layers look like they're softer and being eroded away, but the inside looks pretty darn neat on that. Now, for the next video, we get to play with the flat lap, and maybe we can put a little bit of a shine on this, even though it's a softer rock. But other than that, I'm pretty geeked, guys. I think this is damn neat. It's an old piece of tack, and you know, this saw is not great. It's very limiting. Like I said, this, well, I don't know. I tried to cut it just about in half. I think this was the piece that was on the bottom. And when I say it was jammed, it wasn't hard jammed in there, but you could hear, I think, well, you probably won't be able to hear it because of the editing, but you could hear this rubbing up against the underside of the blade. So again, not designed to do anything very big, but it's darn neat. Kind of makes it a Swiss Army knife tool in a little way. And we'll see how good it works with the flat lap part. But that's going to be another video. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this kind of cool too. And we'll see you at the next one.